What can you tell me about the comic Crossed? Crossed is a very brutal and disturbing horror comic created by Garth Ennis and initially illustrated by Jason Burrows. It portrays a world where a virus turns people into violent, sadistic creatures. The infected are not zombies, but rather humans who have been stripped of all inhibitions and empathy, becoming monsters in terms of behavior. Key features of Crossed. The virus. The virus is spread through bodily fluids, most notably saliva, and those infected undergo a dramatic loss of moral control, engaging in extreme violence, sexual depravity, and sadism. It's not a simple zombie apocalypse scenario, as the infected are still very much human, but without their human empathy. Themes. The comic is known for its extreme violence, sexual violence, and psychological horror. It explores the collapse of society and the human capacity for cruelty when civilization breaks down. Storyline. Crossed follows the survivors of the virus outbreak as they navigate a world where the infected roam freely and human decency has collapsed. The survivors face constant danger from both the infected and from other survivors who may be just as dangerous. Sequels and spin-offs. The comic has spawned multiple sequels and spin-offs, exploring the virus's spread and its effects on different regions of the world. Each installment tends to delve deeper into the madness and horror, showing various survivors struggle to maintain their humanity. Reception. While Crossed has been praised for its raw intensity and horrifying depiction of human depravity, it has also been widely criticized for its shocking level of violence and explicit content, which many find disturbing and controversial. It's a comic that's not for everyone due to its graphic content and its unflinching portrayal of human savagery. That's pretty hard to read. Yes, Crossed is notorious for being difficult to handle for many readers due to its extreme violence and disturbing themes. The series pushes the boundaries of what's acceptable in mainstream comics and can be challenging emotionally and mentally for those who engage with it. It's not uncommon for readers to find it disturbing, and it definitely isn't something you'd want to read casually. It's designed to shock and provoke strong emotional reactions. In the last part of the comic, did the people defeat the virus? In the Crossed series, the virus continues to spread, and by the end of the story arcs, there is no real defeat of the virus. The infected continue to plague the world, and the survivors are left to grapple with their own humanity or lack thereof. Throughout the series, the main focus is on the survival of the few remaining uninfected humans rather than a clear resolution to the virus itself. The world is left in a state of despair, with no cure in sight. The survivors must deal with the horror of the infected and the breakdown of society. While some characters may attempt to fight back or seek refuge, the core of Crossed revolves around the psychological and physical toll the virus takes on both the survivors and the infected, rather than a narrative of hope or triumph. Is the virus in this comic somehow connected to the Crusades? The virus in Crossed is not directly connected to the historical Crusades, but there is a thematic link. The idea of violence, religious imagery, and the breakdown of society is something that could draw symbolic parallels to the Crusades. Garth Ennis, the creator of Crossed, is known for incorporating dark and often brutal themes into his work, including religious overtones, societal collapse, and moral decay.